I was ready for my camera to be on, but then I realized that I didn't turn on. Maybe I'll turn it on. Maybe I'll turn it on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. 1 second. What's going on? Hello? Hi. Thanks. Hold on. I'll be with you all in a moment. I have to say many thank yous, but I also need to adjust my camera to look good. Like that. Oh, MC Fluffball, get out of here. I gotta put me below the capture card. And I gotta move the timer up. There we go. What's going on? Okay, can I catch up with what's going on? Hello? You guys, you're not supposed to reward me for, like, leaving for 2 weeks. You're supposed to reward me when I am here for 2 weeks. That's not... Well, thank you, everybody. We completed a hype train. Oh my god. Dude. Thank you. Look, I didn't even do my hair. I'm gonna thank all of you in a moment. I just wasn't expecting it. Watch this. I'm gonna make my background purple. Or blurple. And then I'm gonna realize that I look really white. I mean, like, whiter than I actually am, which is pretty white. So I'm gonna change this to be a warm color. Like that. You see that? Oh, that's powerful. That's the power of cool cameras and lights. Thank you, everybody. I swear I'll play the game tonight, but I just haven't had a chance. Thank you. That's my favorite sound. It's not my favorite sound, but it's a good sound. Is there any more? Okay. I want to let it finish playing the sounds, then I'll read them, then we'll play the game. I want to do it in the order that they come in. I think we're done. All right. So let me... Quiet, Link. I was wrong. Thank you, everybody. Let's see what I missed. I won't read how many months people subscribed for, but thank you, as always, for those who are subscribing for many months or a couple months. Thank you to Peoples and Argitlam and Ryan and Jigward. Actually, Jigward did get 80 months. I'll mention 80 months. McLaudy, thank you as well. Abra got 92 months of sub, actually. That's worth a... I wish there was a snapping emoji. What would it be? That's just the Italian hands. Thank you to Cad and Mango and Cure Jupiter and Zwin. Thank you, Happy. Can I call you Happy instead of Casey? It's your choice. But I also like saying Happy because you usually make me quite happy. Thank you for 13 subs, and apparently you hit 250 gift subs, which is... You can call me whatever you want, MC. I don't have my prop phone. Hello. Thank you to Abra for gifting a sub. Thank you, Shoop, for your resub. Thanks, Zwin, for gifting a sub. Why the tongue, MC? Thank you, Tiger, for 100 bits. Thank you, Art Gitlum, for 10 gift subs. Sad Crow Prince for 3 gift subs. Peoples for a gift sub. B Pendragon for 5 gift subs. Sad Crow Prince, thank you for your resub as well. And Pete and So Mice. Thank you, Shasto, for another 100 bits. And Final Tail. I think that's everybody. Thank you all very, very, very much. You're all very generous because I didn't even play the video game yet. You want to know what sucks, everybody? Now that you guys have been very generous and kind to me, I'm going to talk about what sucks. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you very much. I moved my microphone. You'll notice it used to be here, right? It used to be in this area right here. And now it's on this side. You want to know what sucks? That's where my logo is. That's where my left boy bit is. Chest. I forgot the word chest. Don't at me. Thank you, Brybug. Maybe can I put it up here? And I feel like I'm on the radio. This is WHAMC, the rad. The rad? All right. By the way, I talked to my buddy Zach. You know him, probably. And we were departing our call tonight, and he was there. I was like, well, I have to go get ready for stream, and he said, he's like, okay, well, have fun with whatever it is you do, like your niche Mario games or something. And I said, I'm playing Mario 64, one of the best-selling video games of all time. What do you mean niche? So yeah, and then he told me to tell this story on stream, and that he would say lol in the chat. But I don't know if he's actually here. I don't know if he's a fool and then didn't follow through on his side of the promise. He didn't say lol in the chat. This is all ruined. Hi, everyone. Chris, the board game master. Well, hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks, Chris, for the raid. Carriers are. Thank you, everybody. I hope I saw Chris on my phone rectangle that Chris was playing Clubhouse games. You guys showed up just in time for the start of the run. The run is gonna be pretty bad because I haven't played Mario 64 in a month, a little bit more. So it'll be bad. It'll be bad, especially because I also forgot to open up my randomizer tracker. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. You're all super sweet and wonderful. In case you haven't seen a Mario 64 randomizer, I know everybody from like Chris's stream probably has, but in case you're here on my stream and you haven't, how this works is all the stars are in the wrong spot. We have to find them, and that's the explanation. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and I was supposed to start from reset. That's fine. How do you play randomizers? Like, is it a website or you can usually Google it. You can Google it. The best thing about randomizers is usually that it's really well documented online. There's no box star in TTM. But also, yeah, you'll notice that the stages are randomized. So I showed up here at Tall Tall Mountain when I went into the Bomb Battlefield. And that's going to be how it pretty much goes for the rest of the run. You got a one-way PB? Thank you. Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with that one. I had it was just like a really good seed. It was completely happenstance. Oh, Womp's Fortress. Love to see it. Hello. Chris, I remember I came to your one stream and I was like, Chris, give me all the advice you can about how to do Mario 64 randomizers better. And you told me a bunch of stuff and I was like, yes, I understand. And then the next stream I just completely didn't follow any of it and forgot all of it. All right. got the wing cap. We don't need to go back there ever again. Let's go back to TTM. But what if you jump into will you get into the end? I think he forgot a noun. You can't get to Bowser. The final Bowser is not randomized. So you still have to get 70 stars. Where, speaking of stars, there's like a metric ton in TTM. Where are they? There has to be at least one up here. Okay, just one. Oh, I saw one on the other side. Noted for the future. Next time you see me live, I'll do a 70-star run for you and give you more advice. I'll show up. You'll be getting ready to do a dang a Pokemon rando. I'll catch them all. You're like, all right, plan this out. I got the race. And I'm like, well, you gotta ditch him now. I need my run. Oh, come on, come on. Hopefully Tiny Huge Island is not in the way today. Dude, I hate Tiny Huge Island so much. There is no worse stage in the video game. And I know many people would disagree with me. Including this door, apparently. But I hate Tiny Huge Island. You know, I used to say I think it's only in Randomizer that... Mario went so fast today. Let me see if I can go in here yet. Let me see if I can go... Can you go downstairs, like, naturally? Okay. I should go check the outside world. Okay, there's Toad. I'm a dummy. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Oh, wait, triple jump. Cool move. Or not cool, triple jump. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to agree with that, too. Yeah, no, I used to think it was only Randomizer that I hated THI, but... Turns out I just hate it. In regular gameplay too. It's a really cool concept for a stage and it invokes Mario 3 memories. But other than that, I have no love for it. It goes in E tier. Alright, so one thing that is useful is finding out what's in the Vanish Cap thing early. Because Vanish Cap... We want to see something like Metal Cap in it. Like 1 star. Oh. Or, what is this one? Mario, Wing Mario over the rainbow? Oh, we hate to see, we'd like to see that. MC, I appreciate the way you say Mario. I don't know where it came from, because I used to say Mario, and I usually say Mario, but I feel like when I'm using my stream MC voice, I say Mario. I have no clue why. I think it has something to do with the volume of my voice when I stream. I've been told that you don't actually have to talk loud when you stream, and that people can hear you the same way either way. And I think that's bull. I have to have my microphone at full volume. You know, I see one all the way at the bottom, but I'm gonna get the one that I know where it is real quick. See, that's the stuff I need to learn about how to do randomizers quicker is learning about how to prioritize. Because I know there's some stages you just like, you don't want to mess with. Only half paying attention, drawing stuff. I wish I was drawing stuff. I've been wanting to draw more lately. In fact, it was really awful. The one day I was like, I'm going to stream, and so or I'm going to draw. And so I immediately went to my iPad, got my Apple Pencil, and went to go draw, only to realize that my Apple Pencil tip had vanished into the ether. And so I had to order new ones. And the second they arrived, like from Amazon, my Apple Pencil box like came out of the ether and had a new tip in it that I already had that I didn't know about. Hello. That man almost grabbed me. Let's grab secrets. Because I see him. Oh man, there's so many secrets down here. You love to see that. But the problem is we're secret 5. Open the cannon. stop having it be closed. What dry world? What dry world being here is kind of sucky, but we'll live. Gotta check behind here. Random question. Everything taught to you in school, what percentage do you think maintained in your brain? Probably a lot of it. Like, the most... What are you doing, Skeeter? The most important stuff that I learned was, like, you know, all elementary school, honestly. Like, a lot of stuff in high school becomes, like, stuff that matters more if you are in a particular field, you know? Like, learning calculus and trig are awesome, but they're ultimately not super useful. Like, unless your field concerns higher maths, which, you know, I mean, mine doesn't. But then there's stuff like my, you know, taking Word and Excel and PowerPoint classes in high school are, like, some of the best lessons I ever had. To be able to know how to do that stuff, which you use in almost every business, you know? Everybody has to deal with dumb spreadsheets from time to time. Nice oof, Mario. I think they used to teach a lot of higher level math under the assumption that we won't have calculators on us. Oh, that's true. That's 100% true. And look at the future. That's a big eyeball in the... Hello? I don't know how I'm gonna kill him. I have to do damage. You know, because, you know, I went to a very rural school. The rural juror. And in addition to, like, you won't have a calculator on you at any time, we also were, like, we're strictly enforcing, like, there was a lot of, like, math teachers who were like, no, don't use the calculator. You gotta do it in you know, in pencil and paper. And you gotta learn how to do this and draw graphs and stuff. And it's like, it's cool and it's good knowledge to have. I'm not saying it's not. It's just not useful for every student. That said, I was a smarty pants. I was a teacher's pet. I definitely was a teacher's pet. Some people probably would guess that about me because I'm a nerd with glasses, but it's true. It was especially useful being a teacher's pet because that meant any teacher that I talked to, like, if I needed a favor, I could get it. You know, some people, they don't show up to class or they're late a lot, you know, and you know, they don't appeal to the teacher's better interests. You know, if they have a tough time with a teacher, it's over. Look at me. Awesome. I barely got that. No, it was cool being a teacher's pet. Like, I don't know. It does have benefits. And I know I have some people who are teachers, like, in my chat and stuff. And I don't know how all you feel about that, but... Brain! Hey, hi, MC, just want to say thank you for pointing Lindsay in my direction. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that, because I was like, we haven't seen rain in a bit in our world. Is that Zelda Fawn? I came from the raid and the 10-minute wait period allowed me to chat, so... Wait, do I still have a 10-minute follower-only mode? I am so sorry. Thank you for telling me. Now I feel like the biggest fool in the world. I was like, man, it was kind of a quiet raid from Chris. Chris usually doesn't have quiet raids. Usually Chris has pretty bombastic raids. Split. Oh yeah, split. Hello. All right, followers only mode is now disabled. Welcome back, everyone. I apologize. 10-minute follower only mode. What an odd number. Must have been set for a side quest or something. I don't know where the other block is. Yeah, it was probably on due to side quest. I just didn't pay attention. I don't want to go back to Big Boo's Haunt. I guess I'll go to Womp's Fortress. And now I should have enough stars to get into some of the stuff downstairs. When are they going to patch this dang thing? Because I know that they were talking about that a long time ago. They were like, this is version 0.5. And I have not gotten a single at everyone from the Mario Randomizer Discord about them making a new version. I feel like there's so much that could still be done with the internal randomizer. It's so cool. What do I know? Oh, well, Rain, anytime. You can at me anytime. I convinced one of my teachers to buy an $800 camera because I was the only person in said class to care about projects. And they were also still using CD-based cameras. CD? That's... I did not know about CD-based cameras. You know, I read that before. I didn't understand it. Can I go here? Okay. Oh, there's a lot of red coins in sucky spots today. Let's go, let's go. Floppy-based digital cameras? Man, I had a VHS camera back in the day. And I thought that was kind of, you know, I mean, it is ancient at this point, but I never knew that there were floppy-based or CD-based cameras. Like, I know about, there's some DVD-based ones. Somebody have a camera that runs on AMDs? Our coins weren't too bad here. Usually they're kind of a mess. I make memes around Russian VHS rips. What? All right. Where to? ARB. Okay. Is computer class still a thing required for credits in public school? I don't know about for credits, but I'm pretty sure it's required because the world is so digital now that I'm sure that it's even more being used. Hello! Who's that man? Oh, I have 15 stars. I should be able to catch Mips. Man, good Mips catch. Man, I'm doing all right overall, considering I haven't played in like over a month. Are you the toad that has a star for me? I'd love to see it. So hey, by the way, just to let you all know about it early, just in case we lose connections sometime in this world. I am doing a stream on the Zeldathon channel tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. I'm doing a Majora's Mask randomizer. It's my first time ever doing one, and I'm doing it alongside Video James, who's done Majora's Mask random. I think he's doing one right now even. That's how much he does them. He's always doing them. And so he's gonna kind of teach me the ways of the MM rando, because I've never done one before. And I've been kind of daunted by them just because of the time system in Majora. Like, I don't think I'm not gonna be able to do it or anything. I'm just a little scared. So having a buddy for the first one might help out. Dude, that Koopa's determined. Where is the other block? Hello. Where is the other block? Please be the star. Wait, if this is the star, I can't get it. I gotta do like a... I'm glad that worked. I didn't know if that would work. There's the star. This one has to be the star. I think there's only 3 blocks on THI. Let us not go back. It is a silly place. You doing a glitchless race? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. It's not for any charity or anything. The Zeldathon channel's in like an off season now, which is really cool for just hanging out, doing streams. We had a really good time last Sunday. I don't know if anybody caught or last Tuesday, the Wind Waker randomizer I did. It was so fun, so much fun. Hello, where's the big blue switch? Yeah, hit me. There it is. 6:30 EST? Yeah. 3:30 West Coast. Let's go back to Lethal Lava Land. I have unfinished business there. Yeah, and we're hoping to get the Zeldathon channel partnered soon. We just have to have good numbers. Like, obviously we had good numbers during side quests because we were on front page a lot, but that's not enough for the almighty Twitch overlords. They're like, that's good, but you're also getting those numbers, we think, because we put you on the front page. But we also know that front page aside, that our community is big enough that we were achieving partner numbers without front page. So. But we gotta show up, basically. Show up for a little bit. I don't want to go back there. I would like to go into whatever this stage is and hope it's good. I want to see like Rainbow Ride. Or Slider. Oh wait, this is Princess's Secret Slider. Yes, yes. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go back to Lethal Lava Land and then back to Slide. Oh, I forgot to mention, I got moved into a house built in 1890. You say that... I don't understand. Is this significant? Is the house cool? Does the house have hidden rooms? 1890, yeah. Camera operation is subpar. That's alright. We're gonna die. Mario. The garage is haunted, yes. Oh, okay. So I don't really believe in ghosts or anything like that. I just don't. My sister does. But I'm not really much into the supernatural. But I always find it interesting when people talk about ghosts and stuff, because, you know, there are creepy, scary things that happen all the time in our life, like you know, creaking in the house, things moving, you know, and a lot of it could be like pressure related or air moving and stuff, and you find like 1,000 different explanations for most of it. That's what we like to see. But it's still sometimes it's kind of like real interesting, because I don't believe in the supernatural, but sometimes something happens and you just go, am I the crazy one? Why am I going up here? Okay. Trying to turn the camera one way, but I can't. You have a sister? Yeah. She appeared on Zeldathon exactly once, back when it was held at my house. The last house marathon, other than Classic. Is it really? Okay, there's a star there, but I'm actually gonna go check out. Okay, maybe not. Let's go grab a star. What's a bad thing to find in a very old house? Dry rot. Entire roof will collapse. True. Okay, so a body is a bad thing to find in a very old house. Yeah, because inherently that's scary. But I mean, you'd make a phone call to your police department. They'd come, they'd remove said body, and you'd just be creeped out and probably want to move. But it's not like if you were living in a house and you found, yeah, like asbestos, dry rot. That's real scary, because that can kill you. You know, it's like that person, they rest in peace. You know, that's very unfortunate and it sucks. But you couldn't change it. You couldn't change that one, right? Black mold, exactly. Stuff that threatens the current you, the current living person. The person who's alive. Crab Crow Prince, I'm not gonna read that. Too scary. Your message is too scary, and I'm shook. Alright, I'm gonna go back into the volcano. I don't know where the other star is. Can I get a visual on it? Okay. What the heck? No. Get me out of here. I don't know what just happened to that bully, but I think something in the magical world of physics happened to him. Getting a lot of good stages early. I don't want to go to THI. Can I get into this room? Okay, cool. JRB is actually not a great stage for me to be doing right now. Only the 3 chest is in here, which is kind of awful. I can try to get Unagi out, but can I get some health? We take asbestos train for work on nuclear plant, since there's asbestos in the plant. You work at a nuclear plant? I gotta say it right. I turn into a Pennsylvanian when I say nuclear. Nuclear? 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 Sounds like glasses. You got new nuclear glasses? Yeah, they're really nice.
A triangle.
Oh, who's that? Darkness?
My triangle.
Darkness.
Oh, triangle, it's true.
Thank you very much for the resub. Good to see you. I hope, hopefully you can forgive my absence. I didn't really talk about it. I've been such a busybody. I've had so much work and meetings, and my sleep schedule's been jacked up. I've been a mess, everyone. So I hope you all can move on and accept my dearest apologies that I had to make y'all be a little patient. I don't work all the time, but when they're refueling, I might have a project being implemented. Life happens. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff I want to stream too, which is the worst. Like, I have a list that I keep just adding to, and then just not having time. It's also weird because I've been like wanting to stream really late night, like at 2 a.m. So I might do more of that soon. I want to go to Hazy Maze Cave. Actually, do I? I want to see what's up in the sky. Aha! An excellent find.
Here we go.
Rainbow Ride gives us Bowser in the Fire Sea. I don't mess around with that stage. Ooh, you love to see this entrance. Oh, and you love to see that. Let me see if I can take a look. There's no other stars up here, it looks like. Rainbow Road block is good. What does MC mean? It's just my name. Finally excited. I got a PS5 coming Friday. Nice! Congratulations. What's the PS5 and Xbox situation been out there? Has it still been like really hard for people to get them? I have not followed it. Been really bad. Has it been any easier? Like, have the like, I remember when we were trying to get ours, the queue websites were just busted and broken at all times. Are they still like that? Now that's nice. Thank you, Bar, here for the resub. Where's coin 8? Hello, coin 8. Hello? Hello, coin 8? Agent coin 8. There's so much popping. Still broken, and now they've added more security to deter bots with Mace that lag even more. Cool. Yeah, are switches still rare out there? I think switches are pretty good still. I think Nintendo's done a pretty good job at keeping their supply chain fueled. I know it's hard around Christmas, but
Here we go.
Let's go to Rainbow Road again. I like that pattern because we need to see where the other places too. Still overwhelmed. Okay, there's 2 stars by tricky triangles. Ah, that scared me. Who is that? Boom! Thank you, Boom. I was momentarily frightened. Oh, that's split. That's okay. Oh, there's TTC. Oh, this is gonna be a perfect loop for TTC stuff, because I can just keep popping out here. So we're gonna get all the TTC stars right now. And hope that we keep spawning right next to them. So I've been on a Jeopardy kick lately. I don't know why. Obviously, Alex Trebek's last episodes aired, but I haven't been watching anything new. I've been watching, like, they have some collections of episodes up on Netflix. I'm not sure how much I've talked about trivia on this channel, but I'm a huge trivia fan. I've always have been. I was in trivia club in high school and all that. Always just been a big trivia fan. I'm not super great. I'm okay. Like, the stuff I probably should know as somebody who likes trivia, like world capitals and rivers and all that stuff, it floats right by me. So I have a lot of anecdotal trivia knowledge more than like the stuff that I probably should know. Like, I don't know my Roman Greek gods, you know. Like, that's something you should always study if you want to be into trivia. But yeah, no, I've always liked. It's also one reason why I like game shows in general, and that is a more published fact that everybody should know about me at this point. There one over there. Am I like seeing things? But I would really like to. I don't think I would want to be on Jeopardy. I don't think I have that type of trivia knowledge. But, you know, I like shows like Wheel of Fortune as well that are kind of like, I don't want to say trivia light, but they kind of are. Where it's like, you need to know things, but you don't need to, like, have a encyclopedic knowledge of things. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, too bad. Ah, Sheets broke ground where you are at. Wonderful. I hope you enjoy. Where is the star? I know there was one up here. Oh, it's on top of the womp. That's what I used to be all the way at the bottom. Things that are more trivia-esque than trivia. I mean, I enjoy like watching Jeopardy, and I like watching Quiz Bowl championships and stuff like that. Yeah, I like tests of knowledge that are a little bit, I don't want to say forgiving, but maybe that is the word. Whoops. I did not mean to do exactly what I did. The Sheets do delivery. They're on Grubhub, I believe, or Uber Eats, one of the two. I'm a DoorDash fella, so I'm not super familiar. One thing I hate about the pandemic is that I have an allegiance to a food delivery application. But like, you know, pandemic, it's been like, you know, that whole pay for our premium and get, you know, free delivery and, you know, lower fees and stuff. Invaluable. That saved me some dollars. I shouldn't be talking about this unless I have my referral code ready to go, dude. I don't want to talk about it. It'd be like 5 minutes for me if I was on the other side of town, but nope. Darkness, I suggest caution. Sheets is a wonderful thing when you start to experience it for the first time because you're excited by an entire menu of cheap, disgusting foods. But I bid you caution because if you go too hard on it, you'll quickly discover where the magic is lost. I'm struggling, everybody. I have died 3 times, and I do not know where the star is. It took me 2 days to get over Sheets. I mean, like, I think your experience is a little bit different, where it is like the option. It also depends on what type of dietary restrictions you have, because if you are into like tacos and burritos, there's a lot of options there. But if you don't like those, or you're vegetarian, options become more limited, which is good in my opinion. Where is the star? Is it at the top again? I thought I did a pretty good like search of. There we go. 1 year, about 5 years ago, Uber Eats rolled in my town, and in 1 month I spent over $1,000. Oh my goodness, that's like we. I'm not saying that I haven't definitely spent a lot on delivery this pandemic. Definitely far too much. That's an unarguable fact. That said, I don't think it would be that bad if there wasn't a pandemic. What do you have against Wawa? I like Wawa. I have a Wawa sandwich in the refrigerator right now as we speak. Wawa delivers on DoorDash, so I like Wawa. I like both. And I think they're also both strong at certain things. Wawa's menu is more limited, as an example. But what they do have is very good. It's more limited. Oh, it is right here. All right, we're done with TTC after all that. The star is in the bottom left corner of this. Oh, Cole. Where's Todd? Where's Todd Howard? Where is he? Here now. All right, I'm gonna. Well, it has good drinks, but I forgive him for that one Pokeathon where they had a flatbread sandwich and then removed it the next day after. Wait, are you saying you're mad at them because like they had a flatbread the one day and then they didn't the next day? Like, as in, they probably ran out of flatbread bread. That's not their fault. I mean that's a corporate supply chain issue. It was gone the entire time. Maybe there was a flatbread shortage in the world. Their flatbreads on my Wawa menu. I saw them last night. Dark, you remember I was on the Discord phone when I when I was ordering. I'm just mad McDonald's stopped all day breakfast around here. All right, you know what? You want some opinions? I don't like McDonald's breakfast. I know some of you may be like, MC, how dare you? I don't. I've had it recently because me and Arctic have sometimes horrible sleep schedules where we stay up until 8 a.m. And in that, I was like, you know what? Let's get some McDonald's breakfast. And we've done that like twice during the pandemic. And both times I have been very disappointed. The hotcakes are okay. You want to know what my favorite item? Okay, and it's being brought up in chat actively right now. It is the McGriddle. The McGriddle is my favorite. I hate McDonald's eggs. I think their sausage is okay. And I hate their biscuits. The hash browns are delightful. That I will give you. Where's the star at?
Here we go.
The only fast food breakfast I've ever liked is the bagel belt. I have no idea what that is. Hope it sounds good. How efficient is buying somewhere like Costco, Sam's Club, and getting fast food every day? Extremely. Cooking is, without a doubt, the cheapest and most healthy option almost always. And knowing this fact, and having this fact very known to me, that doesn't help all the time. You know, if I was to argue on behalf of fast food for some reason, I'd say, well, it's fast and you can get it delivered, so you don't have to put in any effort. But usually if you cook, especially in the world of delivery now, you can cook faster than it takes to get there. The only downside to cooking is that, you know, you have ingredients that expire often, and it's harder to, you know, manage recipes, and it does take time where, you know, during a delivery type food, you can just summon it to your residence. You can beckon it forth. And you can spend that time, I don't know, sitting on the couch, probably doing nothing. But, you know. Fast, healthy, cheap. Pick 2. That's the truth right there. I don't want to go to THI. I guess I'll go back to JRB. There's also frozen food, though. Yeah, I did not think this is where this was. I like some frozen foods. I'll admit. I have no problem admitting that. Especially we always have like some lean cuisine pizzas in the fridge. Like they're a good like lunch item. They'll hold me over for like 5 hours maybe. Sometimes less. Four is the best I can do. Final offer.
Here we go.
How much is a carton of eggs? Oh, eggs are cheap. So like, everyone, I'm about to reveal to you all a big secret. It's probably the biggest secret that I know, that I have never revealed before on stream, that this knowledge has been put into my head, and you know, it has been graced into my brain cells that I've never shared with you. Eating healthy is extremely easy, but very boring. And take this from a guy who has gained weight, is overweight, and doesn't cook that often. You want to know how to eat healthy? You buy boneless chicken breasts, no skin. You bake them. You have green veggies with every meal with your chicken breast. That's it. Drink water, not soda. That's it. But what if I don't like white meat? I mean, there are other options, but like, if you just have chicken, green vegetables, you know, throw in some fruit for the vitamins. That's all you really need. It's not complex. But here's the thing. Boring. You know how some people are like, oh, I just have Soylent. Soylent is my life. I could never do that. I would never want to do that. I don't get to have, the occasional pizza, a sugary sweet. It's boring, and I don't know how to say this without sounding like a glutton, because I am. I'm not gonna hide the fact I'm a glutton. We are given 70, maybe 80 odd years on this pale blue dot. I'm not gonna spend it drinking Soylent when pizza's just sitting there. Okay, but to that fact, you obviously have to eat healthy, and I gotta eat healthier personally. So that way I can get to those full 70, 80 years, It's a balance, it's moderation, it's all this stuff, and it's easy. It's there's so many, you know how there's like fad diet plans and stuff, and there's all this, the fun, quick trick, have this pill every day and you'll lose all your weight instantly. There is a quick, easy trick. It's called count your calories. How many calories do you need? Do you not exercise? Well, you don't need as many calories as somebody who does exercise. Eat less than that number, you win. That's it. Obviously, there's a little bit more to it. There's macronutrients and vitamins, but in terms of like weight loss and stuff, the quick and easy diet plan is keep track of two numbers. How many calories do you need? How many calories have you had?
Here we go.
Wait, that was Dire Doc's canonical. Cool. I never thought to count calories before. When I did, I found I was not eating anywhere enough calories. I've counted calories on many occasions. I have the MyFitnessPal app, and it should become a regular thing for me, but I'm bad. And it's easy to tell on a day when you're eating healthy versus when you're not eating healthy, just by the calorie count. Because as long as you don't there's no point in lying to your calorie counting app or whatever. Like, the app is not going to judge you if you say, hey, I had a whole pizza today, and a Ben & Jerry's tub, and a Coca-Cola, French fries, side onion. Like, the app's not gonna be like, oh, bro. But you know what it will tell you? You ate too much. The calorie number is bigger. Bowser in the Dark World. You don't like to see it. Let's go to the Cool Mountain. And a whole box of donuts. Man, donuts. So everybody, you might be saying, how is the chubby fella giving us health advice right now? Everyone, I had a salad for dinner. I'm basically, athlete name here. Shaquille O'Neal. Man, I wish I was Shaquille O'Neal. That dude's huge. My favorite level in Super Mario 64 is Bowser in the Krispy Kreme world. Oh, thank you. I usually only eat one meal a day. So I used to be... I've had different forms of eating badly over the years. And my old thing was... I used to eat one obnoxiously huge meal every day. And then I would feel sick for a little bit. And then I'd feel normal. And then when I went to sleep, I felt like I probably should after eating a meal. And I recognized how poor that was, so I did stop doing that. Now I just eat badly for 3 different meals. But don't destroy myself I don't know where the star went. I really wasn't paying any attention. Hopefully we can find it. Does anybody ever see where the star is? It's okay to eat more. It's winter. I don't actually hibernate. Right there under the bridge. What? What? Did you see it? You just passed it. Are you kidding me? Oh, did it appear on the wall? Oh, it did appear on the wall. I was looking for it on snow. All right, well, goodbye.
Mamma mia.
So what else do I need to get in Snowman's Land? 2 free stars. Hey Mario, you want to escape from Snowball Island? Thank you. Why don't we go beat up the bully? Get him out of here. Don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry. Well, how else am I supposed to be inspired to get 30 Hawaiian rolls? You think that comes naturally? We got it. Alrighty then. Gain a deep appreciation for Hawaii, duh. Those are delicious. They are delicious. But they're just buttery carbs. And I recognize that. Want to know what the worst thing about all this discussion we've had tonight is? We've talked about health and eating healthy, and counting calories. We mentioned macronutrients and vitamins. We also mentioned pizza, and I'm thinking about pizza right now.
Here we go.
I've been trying new cooking recipes. All my family likes is the meatloaf I make. I thought you said all they like is meatloaf, and I was about to be like, I give to you my deepest condolences. Because meatloaf is good. Mm-hmm. Only meatloaf, not good. Now here comes the Montara raid. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's swim through the rings of the manta eel. Manta ray. We've had meatloaf 3 times this month. I don't think that's an unnatural amount of meatloaf. It's a lot of meatloaf. By the way, Babon Battlefield is my middle camp, I've discovered. Mario is definitely better at swimming compared to Link. Is that true? I mean, Link can't stay underwater forever, so I guess that's a point. So, one thing I was talking about before I disappeared forever was that I kind of wanted to make a video about Age of Calamity, because I had a really fun time with Age of Calamity, and I kind of have a lot of thoughts still brewing in my brain about the game. And I've also seen a lot of people online sharing their thoughts and opinions on the game. And no spoilers in chat, and it won't come out of my mouth right now. But I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff that could be said about the game, and that I want to talk about. But the problem is, I don't really want to do it on stream because I'll be too distracted. So I think some point soon I'm going to make a video where I sit down here in front of my camera and just talk for like 30 minutes or so, probably, about Age of Calamity and why I really enjoy it. Because some people had some problems with it, like the story, which we won't talk about, no spoilers, but you know. I haven't returned to that game since I beat it on stream. Age of Calamity is canon. That's what we need to talk about. And that's where it gets into spoilers.
Here we go!
Alright, Dar Docks is complete. At this point, we have many other stars to get. You know what? Why don't we go out to Wet Dry World real quick, just because we're here. We don't have many opportunities to walk by this area. That's probably the star back here. No? Okay, I see where the one I need to get is, but I'm gonna go get the star. Is the Zelda level in Sonic Lost World canon? No, but I'm in a canon. Oh yeah, no, Link's crossbow training is definitely canonical. It's just Link learning how to use a crossbow. It could happen anytime, really. Now, where's the star at? Ah.
Here we go!
Okay, let's see. Let's go to Warmp's Fortress. Warmp Fortress. But Twilight Princess Link left after Twilight Princess. As you were, Box. I don't know where you got that information. Alright, I have one more star in Womp's Fortress. I need to go... Why don't we go to Snowman Land? Actually, I want to go downstairs, so let's get the last one on Lethal Lava Land. Because MIPS is now available. Split. Thanks. Okay, I need to find the sparkly boys. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Guys, what if I just quit streaming and everything that I already do, like right now, like just right now, like no more charity, no more streaming, no more YouTube. What would I become? Who would I be? What would my destiny be? I have to find the other big man. Oh, it's your friendly producer of the Legend of Zelda series, Eiji Aonuma here. Here to say the Link's crossbow training is for the Nintendo Wii is now canon. Powerful. You would be you without being a Twitch streamer. Okay, that's not what I asked though. Like I'm talking about like jobs and hobbies. I am no longer charity man. Who am I? Where did that star go? I have no idea where that star went. I thought it went over here. Was I hallucinating? Oh, it's all the way back over there. I am the dumb. It's like right where I was. It's at the buzzle? Okay. Definitely an adult film actor. I can make it work. I'll be good at it. Be dedicated. Dedicated to my work. Come back! Nips! You walk the earth like a fighting game character. Starting to talk about people about Zelda with. Yeah, I would probably still like Zelda. I'm gonna go get the last star in Wet Dry World now so I can stop thinking about it. Wait, why is my comparisons different? What happened to my comparisons? I don't know what happened. This is not Wet Dry World. So I've been continuing my watching of James Bond, because I never really watched a Bond film ever. Like I knew about Bond films, like I knew the tropes, I knew the I don't want to say memes. You can't really call like classic movies memes, but like I knew stuff. So I have now watched, I believe, just the first 3 Bond movies. I watched Goldfinger was the latest one that I watched. And I think I like Goldfinger the most of all of the first 3 that I've watched so far. Let's get the last one. Just this one. Dr. No was all right. What was the second one? From Love or Whom, from Love and Whomst, from Russia with Love. Thank you for your service, box. All right, up we go. That box is my favorite. About Doctor, yes. My wife watched one Bond movie every weekend at the beginning of lockdown. Got 13 movies in and haven't gone back to it yet. I know there's some pretty Bond movies, especially around the middle. But Sean Connery's pretty good. Why go there? I'm gonna try to go for the big brain play of the nation. No big brain. All right. Now we're done with Womp's Fortress. From here, Snowman's Land does seem like the name of the game. I do have one more in Tall Tall Mountain that I know is at the bottom. Let's do the last Tall. Actually, we have 2 in Tall Tall. Let's do 2 in Tall Tall. Yeah, Bond films are interesting because like the character of James Bond kind of sucks, but he also doesn't. In terms of like sometimes he just does stuff or like has behaviors that I'm like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, Mr. Bond. I don't think you should do that type of thing. But he's still definitely a good guy and stuff. And I don't know. It's it doesn't get an excuse for being a quote unquote product of its time, but it makes sense to me why some things happen in Bond the way they are. I believe the most PG term I can say is he's a player. And sometimes I'm like, I don't care for this part of the Bond movies. But it's okay because there's espionage. Why am I in this stage? I hate this stage. Let's go catch a monkey. Yes, those are my unprofessional thoughts on Bond. So far, I've enjoyed them. Sometimes I go very loudly because they are products of their time. And I'm like, I don't agree with exactly how this is being told. But the villains, the setups and stuff, it's just all, it screams classic movie. Like it's really interesting because like Bond is such classic movies, like classic film, that I didn't even know how much of it I already knew just by, you know, culture that exists and like references that you all have probably heard too. It's fun. I think my favorite thing about watching James Bond movies is the music is just, it is James Bond. It's so James Bond, you know? Like you tune in, you turn on the thing and it starts doing the and you hear it. It's just so good so far. Favorite Bond theme? I've only watched 3 movies so far. I think From Russia with Love is pretty good. I really want to watch GoldenEye just because I want to play the game GoldenEye afterwards, like on stream. I thought that'd be fun. You know, who are you, Toad? You have a star? Thank you, sir.
Here we go.
You know, the movie GoldenEye, after watching Goldfinger, I'm kind of like, are they not related? The answer is no, they are not related. But I kind of wish they were. Well, I have 2 movies with gold in them. I mean, maybe they are, but... Here's Brosnan, the best Bond. So here's the problem when I get to watching those Bond movies with him. I can only think of him in one role in my entire life, and that's as the new man, quote unquote, in Mrs. Doubtfire, that Sally Fields begins to have a relation with. Yeah, Pierce Bromo. Pierce Brokaw. Cold Harbor. So, like, I knew that the Austin Powers movies were like Bond parodies in a large way, but I didn't know how many references I knew as James Bond references until I watched them in the Bond movies. It's been pretty crazy in that regard. All right, Snowman's Land is done. Is there a Toad anywhere around here? Because I think I need one more Toad and I don't know where he is. Why don't I go into the Tiny Huge Island room? There usually was one hanging around there. Oh, there's 2. Which one of you has my money? Cough it up, dude. I'm actually daunted by the Daniel with Daniel Craig. I'm a little daunted by those movies because they look so different. Like they look like they're shot and they look like there's completely different movies than the ones I'm watching now. I mean, like obviously they are, because that's how. I mean, they're not the same movie. But at the same time, I watch them and I see like previews and stuff for them, and I'm like, are they still gonna do the thing with the James Bond music? Is there still gonna be the goofy stuff? Like, I don't know if I want to watch Bond if I don't get the goofy stuff. Like, I kind of like I hope it doesn't start taking itself too seriously. Because I like some of the corniness of James Bond that's inherently just there. Oh, I split, by the way. 1. Where is just you? Where is just you? Hey, everyone, by the way, I want to spoil you about something, but I am not allowed to. I'm under a very strict friend DA that I'm not allowed to spoil you about something I did recently. But I'll say this. I got to do something that I've never gotten to do before. Like, I've been involved in a project that a type that I've never been involved with before. And it was really exciting because I've always wanted to be a part of a project like this. And I'm very grateful to the friends that brought me in. And I know that's mysterious, but I don't know. think to yourselves. Everybody, close your eyes. Actually, open them again so you don't miss exciting Mario action. And think about something you've always wanted to do. Something that seems kind of far-fetched, even. Like maybe it's. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Maybe it's like painting a painting, or going on a world trip, and then just out of the blue, like a friend just messaged you and says, "Would you like to do this type of thing?" And I don't know. It was a good moment that I had recently. I got to do this, and I hope it's okay. And when you can see it, I will let you all know. But I don't know when that'll be. Why are you giving me hopes? You can do anything. I can't see. Hello? Okay. Activate. Oh, that's not helpful. Probably a poor choice in Star to get, but I want it.
Here we go!
Let's not go back to JRB. It is a silly place. Do I want to go to Rainbow Road, or Hazy Maze? Let's do Hazy Maze. There's a lot to do in Hazy Maze. I'm gonna have to start select out a lot. Whence am I? Okay. On second thought, let's not clip through the wall.
Here we go!
I changed my mind anyway. I only need 8 more stars. Professional review of anime/video games remade into live action movies. Like as a concept? Because as a concept, yeah, sure. I love seeing things that I already care about in a new way. And I think that it can go very well if it's put in the right hands. But so far, what we've seen in many fandoms, especially fandoms that I'm close to, is not that. And I don't know what the magic key is. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like there's been enough failures in the film industry adapting anime and video games that by now somebody with a brain would have like woken up and been like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should respect the original story and not try to dumb it down for an American audience or something. Yeah, Sonic was good. Sonic was good, but for the most part, it's not that way, you know? It's gonna be fastest for me to get onto the... Oh, okay. I'm having some difficulties right now. I don't know if you noticed. No star in this room, right? All right, the bomb battlefield. Dive right over it. I watched the Ace Attorney movie. It was pretty alright. I enjoyed it. Are you telling me that Street Fighter the movie isn't the best video game movie ever? M. Bison scares me. I don't know if he scares all of you, but he should. This is another free hall pass into Babam Battlefield. I should take it. Whence am I? All right, where is the yellow block? Oh, it's probably not down here. Hello? Hello, Mario. Oh, there's King Babam. Let's kill him. I've always been a huge fan of the Super Mario Brothers movie. I know a lot of people hate it, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know, it helps that I watched it a lot when I was a kid, and I didn't really see it for the travesty it is in terms of a lot of things. But I enjoyed it just because, I don't know, it was like an interpretation on Mario. Like, it's not a very good Mario movie, but I don't know, I think it's a fine movie. It's fine. I know usually it's fine is not a raving review, but I don't know, I think it's okay. I unironically love this Super Mario Bros. Movie. Same here. Same here. I didn't see it in theaters because, oh, Argetlum, I'm going to make you feel old saying this. Came out the year I was born. But yeah. Usually there's a star in Hazy Maze Cave, like the actual maze, but... Oh, yeah. Give me that. Give me that.
Here we go.
Only one more star in Hazy Maze Cave. Ooh. You're not a real Super Mario Brothers movie fan unless you have the Super Mario Brothers movie trading cards. Thank God I have the trading cards. I don't know how I'd deal if I wasn't an actual fan. Define the feeling of old. When you realize that there are people younger than you who haven't experienced something that you have, that you consider quintessential to your life. That is the feeling of old. Alright, HMC is done, but we probably have to go back there for a bomb star. But I'm gonna try to get 2 more in Rainbow Road and then maybe one in Cool Mountain. Oh, Rainbow Road. I didn't want. Ah, yeah, whoa. No, why did I save and quit? Wait, will this have the same randomized pattern? Or did it just randomize again? I guess we'll know if I go in here and this goes in. Don't MC ellipses me. That toad wasn't there. This shit is not going to be Rainbow Road anymore. Uh-oh. I tear this whole castle down. Well, we're gonna do a different one. Time for a new randomizer. That's okay, that one wasn't very good anyway.
Hello.
Give me your nose. My face when I save and quit. Okay, now I can do proper timing. Because this is going to be a PB.
It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
All right. Welcome to the first randomizer of the evening, everyone. And this randomizer is gonna be so great. We're gonna walk into this bomb painting, and it's gonna take us right to Hazy Mace Cave, and we're gonna feel great. That is aquarium. I think that's a reset. I mean, we'll see if it's a reset. Like, it's gonna be hard for us to do much with Hazy, or with this as our only level unlocked. Because there are closed doors.
Here we go.
All right, place your bets, everybody. Will this hole take me somewhere exciting like Lethal Lava Land? Okay, that's a fair thing to find. All right, so I'm gonna go back into TikTok Clock and hope it takes us somewhere like Rainbow Road. Like, if it takes us somewhere where we can get stars, then we're a happy person. But a single star will be sad. Okay, this is sad. And this doesn't unlock early, right? No. And can I get in here early? 4 more stars. Can I get in here? All right, we're gonna go outside. Come on. No. Come on, Mario! Come on, Mario. No. Mario, pop! Anybody have Mario soda? I know there was like a Mario energy drink. I never had that. I like a super mushroom on it. Can I go outside here? Time for the first run of the day.
It's me, Mario.
That entire rando was a non-starter, I think, right there. Don't ask me why I do that.
It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie. Yahoo! Yahoo! Yahoo!
All right. Hazy Maze Cave, first stage of the day. That's what we want to see. Hazy Maze Cave. Actually, Rainbow Ride would be the best. Amazing spawn on Rainbow Ride. Holy smokes. Come on, good stage. Oh, you love to see that. All right. Where are the stars in the sky? Mario needs them. Found one. All right. Next one I want to see. This should take me to Babam Battlefield. Bring me to Babam Battlefield and I'll be the happiest clam in the world. Yuck! Okay, this so far is an excellent starting seed. Winged Mario over the rainbow. Disgusting level. Oh, I'm in the castle now. Wow. Everything's, is that a... Hold on, there's a block here. I should check the block first. Alright, I'm gonna risk it all. And I'm gonna go into the thing behind me. Lethal Hogland. HMC? There are some definitely good things happening with this seed so far. I can't promise it'll continue, but oh, Snowman's Land, man, we got ports to go everywhere. This is fantastic. And we're discovering all the big, good stages, not in crappy spots. Like, maybe I'm having retribution. Yep. I'll go for a ride. Why not? Any stars? Nice skills. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something up here. Yeah, on the far side of the ice block. So not that one. Don't get that one. Oh, there's a lot here. And there's one that's high up that might be easier to get with this. Yeah, I'll have to kill the bully a second time, but it's worth it. All right, Snowman's Lane entrance. Bring me to Babam Battlefield. It would make me happy. Happiest boy in the world. Happiest boy in the world, please. Babam Battlefield. Yuck! You know what? It's not every day that you spawn on top of this bridge. I'm gonna take this opportunity that has been granted to me and get the red coins. Woo!
Here we go!
Well, hey, THI red coins is not a bad start to get. All right, now I want this one to take me to Aquarium. What a run, dude! What a rush! I'm getting all my wishes are coming true. This might not still be the chosen run. Please note, there's a lot more run to go. Like, just because we're getting some great early luck does not mean the late luck will be in our favor. And there are a lot of stages that we don't know where everything is right now. But things do look positive. We'll probably still be behind on our first split because we're kind of like getting some slow stars. But it's better to get the slow stars early, in my opinion. Okay, so if I'm going to appear in Aquarium, I have a 1 in 2 shot chance. I'll take the actual Aquarium entrance here. All right, and what do I want to see from the Aquarium entrance? Babam Battlefield. Yuck! I don't mind getting Metal Cap done early because it is a star. You know, at the end of the day, it increases the star counter exactly 1. Is there a point at the far side here? Oh, there's one. Oh. All right, that was a fine Metal Cap. So, as far as things go, I'm all right with that. And this is going to bring us right back into Snowman's Land, so that's agreeable. I want that star more than anything. Mario! The wind! And this man! Got it! First try!
Here we go.
Thank you very much. Dancing Mad 24. 4-year reset for 61 months. So actually a pretty h-dang long time. That's pronounced Hadang in case you're wondering. Did you have a previous username or am I just smooth brain right now? Oh. This is an awful star to try to get. Everybody send your well wishes. Alright, so we're gonna hope that the star is not in that block. I don't know where the block is. I'm exiting out of the stage. It's not worth my time. There's another star up in the thing. It actually makes me wonder. That's a hard star. I want to discover what's on the other side of here, even though it might not be. Oh, that's a split, by the way. Even though it might not be super productive, it's still good information to have. Spider. Okay, we're looking for the block. I did. Okred 24. Gotcha. You kept the 24 though. Are you a Jeff Gordon fan? Why do I know? NASCAR item. Okay. I'll take that. I know where the last star is. That's... let's get the last secret slide, star. That was a quick start. Yeah, you want to see stars like that, and it's possible to get a lot of them. It's just sometimes difficult. Hey! Carlos! Oh, I need to do this normal. Okay. 1 second, Carlos. I'll be right with you. I have to slide my butt. Fast. I don't think I can do this. I'm like 21 or something. Oh! Was a Dale Jr. fan though. Hey, there you go. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate you. Let's get the last Rainbow Ride Star. Then I should explore some of the lower level stuff. I don't want to be up here. I would like to... Wait, the other... I see a star over there. How many stars are in Rainbow Ride? I swear I've already gotten some of these. I probably could have handled that. What's up, Jupiter? Welcome. I'm head out. Need to be on a normal sleep schedule. Sorry, that was me laughing at the thought of a normal sleep schedule. Never seen one, never will. Like, my thing says I got all the Rainbow Ride stars, but I swear there's one more, but... Whatever. All right, let's go to Hazy Mace Cave. Where am I? Oh, I see 3 stars? 2 stars, okay. One of them was a coin. That star was not there earlier. Yeah, that's why I was being freaked out. It must be moving around. Hey, can I have a star? Thank you. Okay, so Rainbow Ride is done then. Okay, yeah, you want to die? Hey, you want to tussle with me? Hey, brother, you come here often? Who are you? Who are you with? Get out of here. I don't know who this man is. With the Darmani brothers. Look out for it early enough to catch a stream. Hey, guess what? Not only are you catching a stream, you're catching the stream. Because I don't stream that much anymore. I'm going to stream more, I swear. I hope. Just been busy. Hey, Jinjos. Thank you as well. Sure. Maybe THI will be kind to me today. Spawn me somewhere useful, he said. If this is a star, I'll be so happy. I'm so happy. All right, 2 more stars to get. I need to start slucked out. Either way, though, because this is aquarium. All right, if the sun is shining on me. Ooh, first basement stage, good to find. There's an open free star. All right, I'm gonna catch Mips before I head into one of these stages. I'm missing a star in Rainbow Ride, and it's the 8 red coins, which I will not get. 8 red coins are slow. Because instead of having to find one thing, like 1 star, you have to find 8 things and a star. So usually I get only like 5 stars even in the best of stages. Although I did get red coins in THI today because those red coins are restrained to an area. Come on, give me something good. Oh, canonical lethal lava land. Oh, split by the way. We're gonna zoom through these stars. Like this is a stage we'll get all 5. Maybe we'll just die though too. That's also an option. Okay. Oh, the puzzle. Ah! All right. So the best thing about finding a stage like Lethal Lava Land that leads to Lethal Lava Land is that you literally just get to do the stage like a normal person, and you don't have to consider like where things have moved to and all this other stuff and what stage leads to what stage. You can just jump in, find the stars, get out. So I should be able to get 5 stars total from there. If I show up next to a sparkly bully, I'll do that. Oh my gosh. Everything I say, this randomizer is coming true. I would like coins. I would like to find the last sparkly bomb. I meant to do a complete about face, but... Wait, did I not kill the one? Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Bad luck. Good luck. Bad luck. Okay. Time just to chill out for a second in my life. Realize that everything's gonna be okay. This star sucked. But there's always more stars. Okay. That star took a while, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah. THI was kind exactly once. You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Even an orange is an apple once a year. Hello. Hello there. All right, one more star to collect in Lethal Lava Land before we move swiftly along to whencever the game takes us. The good news is we have a lot of stars on the board right now, a lot of stages open and available to us. We are in good hands. Anybody have anything that you want to chat about? I got brain cells to spare at the moment. Brain cells to spare. Brain spares to sell. PTM. That's a great stage to find. It's our first major upstairs one. There's one right there, but I'm gonna try to... Oh, there's two there. I want to check up here real quick. Let's talk about a potential Switch Pro. I'll do that in a second, because let's see what's this one. Wait, Darkness, what the heck? I'm so sorry to hear that. That's crazy. I mean, I'm glad that you're okay, but also that's an alarming thing. I didn't know about that. I hope you're... Yeah, I hope you are well. Dang. Dire Donks. The Switch Pro stuff, you know, I've talked a lot about it, I believe. It's not a thing. It's not a thing yet. Switch Pro has not been announced. Don't worry. But it's an existing rumor, and I've talked about it a little bit before. The summary of what I've said in the past is, I feel like it should launch, and its ability should be play games at a higher resolution, higher frame rate. And that includes patches for past games, Nintendo's biggest hits, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey. Those type of games get a day one patch for the Switch Pro. And then after that, you just have games that launch with it, like Breath of the Wild sequel is a launch title. That's what I think. I think that's the Nintendo plan. That's what it should be. Let's investigate Bowser in the Fire Sea. Okay. Hello, can I see with my eyeballs? Thank you. Good luck. I just want the Breath of the Wild sequel to be released or have a release date. I'm very patient about the Breath of the Wild sequel right now. Nintendo's been very gracious in giving us new Zelda content, like at least once a year, whether it's a Cadence of Hyrule, whether it's a Hyrule Warriors. We've been getting a lot of really good, you know, spin-off content. You know, even in 2017, we got 2 patches for Breath of the Wild. We got like 2 major updates, you know. And I am of the opinion that Nintendo will keep feeding us Zelda fans content. They know we're good customers. But in the meantime, it's gonna be a little bit patient. Yeah, Mario 35 was announced and then like it started, you know. What Zelda games would you want to see them port over? Like, are you saying like while we wait? I'm okay with anything being ported or a remaster or whatever, as long as it's not being taken away from the main quad. Like they did Mario 35, 3 titles they did for Zelda. Oh, I've talked about it before. Just put Wind Waker, Twilight Princess HD, and then make a Skyward Sword HD with it. Boom, sell it. You've made so many people happy instantly, and they barely had to do work for 2 of those games. They have to remove the touchscreen functionality. Cool Mountain. There's a little penguin. Are you the baby? Are you her baby? That's not my baby! Also, hello, Freestar. I'll be right with you some other time. That's my baby! So on the subject of Nintendo being quiet for too long, Nintendo is a very careful company. They don't say things anymore until they're confident about them. They've had a lot of public backlash in the past that has left them on edge. And they know that their fans, what in tarnation is this? I can't get that star. Okay. Whatever. And I think that with COVID being a prevalent thing that has made development tougher for them as a company that has traditionally worked in an office with, cubicles and all that. I assume that this year has been an outlier and very much a change in how they've communicated to us, the fans, than they have in the past by switching to basically Twitter drops. Because they don't want to announce things until they're fully ready, which is a respectable thing to do, I think, for a company in the middle of COVID. But I'm hoping that as things become a little bit more normalized throughout 2021, maybe we'll see more of a return to form to things that we have seen or expected from Nintendo in the past. I don't think there's any... I'm not placing bets on it. But I think in terms of Nintendo having a big drop, yeah, it feels like we're kind of in a little bit of a stale area when it comes to... Why is chest number 2 not have to be here? Alright, well. I'll hit that one in case I have to come back. Professional review of bunnies. 10 out of 10. I want a rabbit in theory, but probably not in practice. I'm it's not a fear of commitment. It's just I don't really want to get a rabbit or something unless I can really be confident that I have time to take care of it 100% properly. Like I don't think I would. I don't have time to be a good caretaker, but I.
Here we go.
I'd like a rabbit. Professional review of the meme of bundled up Bernie Sanders getting Photoshopped. No, I thought that is one of those. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say about it. I love wholesome memes. Memes that can't be like.
Here we go.
I don't know. I hate when memes just be when they can be turned against each other. I've talked about it in the past about how there's like some memes that I really enjoy because they're just pure. And this feels like one, even though, you know, Bernie Sanders is a senator, you know, so he has political affiliations, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's harmless enough that I'm like, this is a good meme. If you didn't see, the Zealot on Twitter is kind of went crazy. I think some of our team had a fun time with that.
Mamma mia.
My Joy-Con never worked. My Switch has a defect in it, so I just used the Pro Controller. I'm supposed to send it for repairs, but I didn't. Hopefully one day. I want a rabbit, but I have too many cables. Yeah, that's wrong. If I got a rabbit, I would be like, oh, well, can't ever come into my office because that'll down.
Here we go.
We're in like a loop right now of stages, which is always good. Loops are great. Where's the block? Looking for a big yellow block. Anybody see it? See a green block. Coins. I do not see the big yellow block. Where is it? It has a star in it. I didn't see it in the downstairs. All right, well, I'll do Nagi then. Oh no, I'm losing time. Just one. All right, so that took forever,
Here we go.
but we did it. Go back to what, Dry World? What do I need in Wet Dry World? One block, one free star. Okay, that's the block I already got. Oh, and secrets. Secrets are cool. And I can't find any secrets either. Only one of them. Okay, there's some blocks. Oh, all 5 of the secrets are like together down here. Crazy.
Here we go.
Spawning on this side sucks. I'm gonna return the baby and see if it results in a different spawn location. There's my baby! That's a different spawn location. That's a much better spawn location. We like to see that.
Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna open up the chest now. Oh, what the heck? I really spawned right down here, didn't I? Yes, come. Ask me questions. I am open and ready to chat. You're ready to split. I'm ready. Went through a ring.
Here we go.
I lost a little bit of time, but that's okay. It's okay. Because we're on top of the world right now in terms of overall stars we can get. Alright, where's the yellow block? I swear I hit this and it was star coins. Okay, I don't know when that happened, but...
Here we go.
Alright, let's get the secrets now. There's like the only one secret that's not right down here in this cluster of secrets. Actually, also, open the cannon. Stop having it be closed. Is this the urn? It'll probably be sub 130. But it wouldn't be my best run yet. I don't think my best run's actually... Alright. What dry world? I can still get 1 or 2 more in Cool Mountain by going down the slide. Your splits not line up with your best? I didn't use splits when I first started. Like, I didn't keep track of them. And I think I got one close to a 120. The 108 that Chris mentioned before, I thought I actually got a 108. But it might have been my sum of best splits, which I thought I got something close to that. I think it was before I was using the split. Basically, right now, we're doing all the hard stars first. And then the last set is going to be super easy. All right. I actually probably should take a break from the hard stars. Just because I don't want to take too much time doing stuff that I really don't have to. I don't know where that star went. I don't know where the people are. There it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this and I'm going to come back to it because I have other business to attend to. I need to find out what's in some of these last stages. Because this could be Babam Battlefield, which would be great. Everything else kind of sucks. That sucks. So we want Princess's Secret Slide to lead me to Babam Battlefield. That would be the ideal solution. All right, in that case, let's go to the basement. There's a lot to do down there. And we'll be... I probably shouldn't go to the basement yet, but whatever. It's fine. Let's get the bird. Bird, where are you? Good spawn. Ah! Ah! I don't know what's happening.
Here we go.
Everything's fine. I'm gonna go to Tall Mountain. The problem is the upstairs kind of sucks, and I think that's where we're gonna start running into some bottlenecking a little bit.
Here we go.
I can do one more cool mountain star. Oh, actually, hey, all of you, who has stars for me? Not you? Well, you better, punk.
Here we go.
Still one more toad to find. Okay. All right, race the penguin. No. No. Screw off, penguin. Screw off. I also gotta watch out for sign. Sign. I won. Hey, what's up, Phil? Good to see you. Welcome to the randomizer of your dreams. A weird dream to have, but I understand. I am also playing a game from 1996. Which game from 1996 are you playing? Wait, let me guess. Quest 64. I don't know. The Quest 64 kind of, I feel like Quest is probably a later game. Tomb Tomb Raider. Ah, very nice. I would assume Quest 64 came out much later. Perfect Dark, but I think that was 98 or 99. Perfect Dark. Nice. I like Perfect Dark, even though I've never played it before. Because I'm a fan of everything Rare did with like GoldenEye and those games in general.
Here we go!
And that's everything in Dire Dire Docks. I can get one more from JRB. It's kind of a slow star, but we're going to need it since we still need 20 stars. The fact we spawned here is 1. Because in here is 3 and 4 as well. Go on a long adventure to find 2. If there can be a clip to get into this cave, I would be the happiest fella in the world. Let's just hope the star spawns in the cave as well. Okay, it's outside. That's not too bad. All right, that's all she wrote for JRB. And there's one more star in Wet Dry World, so this is actually going to be perfect. Oh, this is delicious. I love to see it. I need my Warpy Warp. The only thing that could troll me still is if this star is in the Vanish Cap area, because I did not press the Vanish Cap switch. But hopefully that's not the case. That's not the case. Perfect. All right, Wet Dry World is finished.
Here we go!
I'm going to... Oh, it's a split. I'm going to try to make a break into finding the last toad. I'm just going to quickly peek into these rooms. You got a star for me? Love it.
Here we go!
Okay. So I can go upstairs now. Ah! Ah! Oh my goodness gracious! Darkness! Well, howdy, Darkness. Thank you. You know how appreciative I am, but just thank you. I actually forgot that was a sound, that particular one. Thank you so much. I am very grateful. It goes a long way in this world of losing cash dollars. It turns out life is actually a lot like a video game. I don't know if any of you knew this, but in life, you gain dollars and you lose dollars when you spend them on objects, just like in a video game, like how you buy, like, you know, swords and shields, but you have to buy, like, you know, water and gas. Kind of stupid, if you ask me. Kind of a poor game. Hey, I don't know where I'm going right now, and I also did not mark that on my map. Womp's Fortress. I need to go to... I'll get one last one in SSL. And I can also pick up Nips while I'm down here. Oh, this is a horrible spawn. I always thought life was like a box of chocolates. You know, I have never watched Forrest Gump, but it is on my list. By the way, hi. I would really love to watch Forrest Gump, just because I actually love Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is fantastic, both as an actor and just a human. It feels like second MIPS is faster than first MIPS. It's probably my imagination, but... Oh, you escaped me! Now, it's time for everybody's part of the randomizer, where MC chases a rabbit for 5 minutes. This isn't even randomized, this is just MC being bad at Mario. Yeah, we do want to go to Tall Tall Mountain. And your water, food, and fatigue meters run out so fast they need to patch that. Honestly, the game design in real life is awful. Like, if I don't drink water for like 3 days, I can like die. What's up with that? Like, maybe it should knock you out temporarily, maybe. But a permadeath feature as well? Really, it really, you know, decentivizes you from making progression in some areas, like rock climbing. Okay, I'm gonna need to start warping to the downstairs. Okay, I need to start going to TTC. By the way, again, thank you, Spirit Grant, for just being here. I always appreciate seeing your name in the chat. And thank you again, everybody, for being patient. I know I've been a very busy lad not streaming. But I swear it's always for good reasons. Usually if MC's not streaming, that means he's preparing to make big, like, Zeldathon streams or direct relief streams even better. So hopefully that's a good compensation for this. I can understand being upset that we've only barely touched the Moon DLC. You know, the Moon DLC, you know, people have been really talking about it a lot, but I'm not that excited for that DLC patch. It seems like there's not actually a lot of content in the new, in the new, you know, DLC area. It seems like it's mostly rocks. You know, they mentioned like there's a new water on the Moon continent, but I don't know. It's mostly, it seems like ice particles to me, and that's not as exciting. It's not exciting from a gameplay perspective. Would even look for all the quests though. That's fair. There's probably more quests, but I mean, already people are like trying. You know, people are beta testing the Mars DLC, and it looks to be a lot more of the same, honestly. But the robotics quest line seems to be pretty nice. Yeah, the ocean area of the game, it's such a big part of the the base game that we haven't really had a chance to like fully explore it. But I'm confident that We'll get there. We'll get there.
Here we go.
The AI DLC scares me. I don't think that's DLC. I think that's just advancements in player-driven features. I'm not saying it's our fault. It's our fault. Where is the last star on Womp's Fortress? Ah! I need to do a triple. I've been grinding the artist quest line, and boy, is it great. You know, I've been considering the artist quest line. I know I'm on the event planning quest, but main quest. But I feel like I could still respec this character and try a little bit of, like dual spec as artist. I think that could still be something I could try. I mean, my character's still only like level 27, I have a lot of levels before level cap. The level cap is death. Yeah, there is a Reddit for this. It's not. It used to be much more active than it is now. Sad. I messed up my specializations, tried to do too much stuff. Now I'm mediocre at a bunch of stuff. You see, eventually you have to drop all of those to reassign your skill points. Sometimes it's hard to drop different specializations though, because you do become attached to them,
Where is the star? Where is the star? Where is the star? I don't know where it is. Where is the star? Give it to me now or I'll scream.
Aha! Arc! Oh, there's 2 more stars in TTC still. Is there? I feel like that was the last one. Maybe I miscounted. Oh, split. Whatever. I only need 10 more stars, so I might be able to skip that one. Let's collect some HMC stars. So the real life game is pretty exciting, but I gotta say some of the user created content is just bizarre. I mean, it's really nice that it's very flexible and there's, a lot of stuff you can make for the game, but some of the the custom user created content is just absolutely bizarre. Kelp for Brains, there's a built-in Twitch feature to find out how long you've been following. You usually just click your name. In fact, I can click your name for you. You've been following since December 28th, 2018, which was during Zeldathon Response, I believe? Yeah, Zeldathon Response. If you're interested in Zeldathon, we don't hold it on this channel anymore. I'm still, I'm the guy who runs Zeldathon, but if you are interested, there's a channel, just twitch.tv/Zeldathon from.
Here we go.
I'm gonna start select out. I'm gonna quickly find out, did I get the TTC star? Okay, I do still need one more. Used to watch you back in the Minecraft Ultra Hardcore days. Yeah. No, I still will jump into those Ultra Hardcore games when they hold them. Especially for the charity stuff. But crazy how many people like wonder like, why did you stop playing Minecraft? I'm like, you ever played a single game every day for like 6-7 years? It's like, I still love Minecraft in that game. Like, I got other games to play. I gotta play Mario 64 forever. The same game that I've been playing since I was 10, 7, 6. I don't know how old I was. I just tried to run mathematical operations. At 5, 8, 94. 6 plus 2 equals video games. Running Nintendo algorithm, beat Mario. How can I be of assistance? All right, we're done with TTC.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, welcome, Nick Allman. Quick MC needs a reset. I don't want to reset right now. This run's good. Can I please get into the... Oh, all right. I went into the wrong stage. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional. If I die in Sandman's Land or SSL, I'll appear next to Telltale Mountain. Okay, that's still fine. I need to. Okay, everybody, chat. I have to use all my brain cells to finish this run right now. So if I don't make a funny joke, please forgive me. I swear I'll make a funny joke later. Haha, funny joke. Welcome to the stream, funny joke. By the way, you can't see it on camera right now, but on my wall, there's a big blank spot. Because I set up my, I set up my room here at the beginning of January. And unfortunately, there's a part of my wall that just like nothing goes in. Like there's just a big empty spot. So I found some things that are like, they're like $2, super cheap, to mount vinyl records to the walls without, you know, actually hurting the vinyl records. And since I have vinyl records, I thought that'd be really a good use of that space, because then I get to show a part of my personality that a lot of people don't know about, because usually when I play Mario and Zelda, people ask me about Mario and Zelda. But, you know, I have a big passion for music. So there's 3 more stars in Hazy Mace Cave, it says. Maybe I forgot to mark one. Dun, dun, dun. What kind of music? I like a lot of classic rock, orchestral, video game music, of course. It's one of my favorite genres. There's a lot of stuff that I like in general. I don't usually have like music that I dislike. I used to like not be a fan of rap, but I've started to appreciate a lot of different types of rap as well. There's still some rap that I'm like, this is not my genre. Same way that there's a lot of country music that isn't my genre, but there is a lot of country music I like. I mean, as like I'm a fan of a lot of classic rock that's more country in style anyway. It's you know what? I need to check this. If this is bomb, I'll be happy. Actually, no, I'll be sad. I'm sad. But it's okay, I can get a star here. I don't want to fight the king.
Here we go.
How have you been feeling, MC? I hope you've been well. I've been great, Plush. I've been absolutely fantastic. That's been one thing that's been really good for me lately is that, like, I've had some bad days in terms of, like, headaches and stuff, but I've been feeling very good overall. Including mentally, I've been starting to feel a lot better. Especially as of, like, very, very recently, like immediately recently. Oh, I need to count how many stars there are here. There's only 2 stars that I need to get in this stage. Not 3. I've been, I had to switch my insurance over. So for any adults out there who know that complexity, it wasn't that bad, but it also was a process. And the biggest thing is I used to be on a health plan that was like, we will assign you doctors. We will assign you medicines. You will go here into this exclusive health residence. There are no options. You get no say in it. Arrgh. It was that type of insurance. And also you must pay us way more money than you ever should. But I got switched over to a different one. And I've started seeing some new professionals in the world of mental health as well, which has been super nice. People who I feel are like, I don't know. The old health plans seem to like want to cheap out. So I feel much happier overall just because of that. I think that's been helping out a lot. One of those things that you don't realize, like, y'all know when pizza sucks, right? Because it sucks. You don't really know if a therapist sucks until you go see another therapist and go, oh, this therapist listens and makes me feel better. Duh. You know? And when you walk away, you go, oh, that was nice. And not, eh. Like, what was my hour worth, you know? My old health insurance sucked. Now y'all know how I had my gallbladder surgery? I got it taken out of me. Well, guess what? Turns out taking out body parts is expensive, apparently. It's like, hey, but I have your insurance. So like, that doesn't matter. You owe us everything. All right, well, screw you then. Hey, question. Where is the star? Where is the star man? Ah. Snowman's land is complete. Do you stream full-time for a living? No, it's more of a hobby for me, but I do, I don't know. I have a decent-sized Twitch community as well, which is nice. But I am a charity event planner full-time. I'm a senior broadcast producer is my title. Which basically means I know how to plug in the wires correctly. Which, apparently a big deal. But a lot of my job does involve streaming because I work in the world of video game charity marathons. Y'all want to know what's fun? You ask me, MC, what's your job? I don't know. Like, I work the most at my direct relief contracted position, you know? But I'm not technically an employee. So it's just like, MC, what's your job? I don't know. My job is to show up with enough money to pay the mortgage. And how that happens is anybody's guess. My choice, you know? Dealer's pick. I felt that on a spiritual level, man. I'm glad. My job is the mortgage amount on my web dashboard, you know. Anything else is just bonus. Why did I do that when I know that's not where I wanted to go? I thought I was done with the video game. But this is a very good run. I'm very happy with how it's went. I need to go to Metal Cap now. So, I think, you know, Astrofax, I think if I wanted to re-answer your question, now that I've assessed it, your question of, do you stream full-time stream for living? I would say no, but streaming is part of my living. I think that's the answer we're gonna go with. That is my final answer. The answer is we don't say no to people being generous with Twitch subs. It all helps.
Here we go.
All right. No, but technically yes. Yeah, that's my answer. No, but yes. I need to get one more star, and it's going to be from Tall Tall Mountain. Why? Not a clue. Actually, I can get it from Big Boo's Haunt probably pretty easily. All I need to do is find the big Boo. Also, nice. All right, where's the Big Boo? Big Boo or Big Eyeball? Who we're looking for? Are neither of them outside? That bodes well for the rest of this. Hello, piano. I made a grand mistake. Hit the camera option. There's the big eyeball. He's in the worst position I've ever seen in my life. Nope, I can't do that. I don't know where the big Boo is, but I have to find him. Man, this is a struggle. Big Boo! And of course it's on the roof. Hello, screaming. Hi. Want to make sure you know. How are you? How was D&D? You have fun? Hi, Gar. Hello, streaming. I am Gar. Thank you for the pizza. How are you doing? No, I need to be smart. I need to be a smart chicken. Come on, go. I'm trying to find my last star. And I know where my last star is. I just have to get it. And it's in a bad place. So here's a little quirk for everybody who doesn't know. Mario cam down is impossible to get in the actual mansion. Unless you enter the door with it. I hate stars that are like this. I really should have gone to Tall Tall Mountain instead. I was like, it's closer to go to Big Boo's Haunt. But then I should have known that this stage does this. This stage loves to troll. By the way, when this run is over, dear, I might use my Uber Eats credit to get some food. Long jump too scary. Okay, I don't need to mark anything. I still saved 3 minutes, so this is a good run, everybody. Now he's got to get to Bowsy. Fast way to get up to the top will be to die in Rainbow Ride. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not using my Nintendo Switch for this. Would be cool though. Alright. You do lose a life, but I don't need 5 lives to beat Bowser. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. It's always weird going up these stairs without being backwards and yahooing. Good spawn? Decent spawn. Hello, block. What are you doing? I think my favorite moment of this run, other than all the stages like showing up early that I wanted, was in Womp's Fortress, the small grabbable block that was on the slope, so whenever it would spawn, it would just slide down. It made me laugh every time. 3, 2, 1. Yahoo! What's that Goomba doing up there? Goomba on a pillar. Alright. Time to be terrible at spins, everybody. Okay, okay. Ah! I think it was too far away. Oopsies. Not bad. Not bad overall, friends. So long, Bowser. 118-21. Not too bad of a run overall. We had three blue splits, which is always great. And so why did that run succeed so well? Rainbow Ride, first stage, and then from that Rainbow Ride, that brings us up to the top of the castle, where there was Womp's Fortress and Hazy Maze Cave, which have a lot of stars. And then still on the ground level, there was Wet Dry World, Dire Docks, stages with a lot of stars. The worst thing about this run was the Bomb Battlefield being on Metal Cap stage, TTC being at the Boo stage, because that took a little bit of walking to get to every time. And the upstairs being full of Tiny Huge Island, Bowser in the Dark World, Aquarium, and Cool Cool Mountain. Because Cool Cool Mountain is the best stage out of those four, and I don't like Cool Cool Mountain. So, as far as it goes, that was pretty nice. Also, you may have mentioned or heard me mention Uber Eats credits, everybody. That's because Tiltify awarded me for being one of their top fundraisers with $20 of Uber Eats credit. So, thank you to them.
Mario, the power of the stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special for you.
So now you can say that Zeldathon was worth it now. Well, Zeldathon doesn't use Tiltify. It's the Coliseum events that do.
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake.
For Mario. So I am going to skedaddle, everybody. I don't have an outro screen prepared or anything. Let me see if we do have a raid subject. Target, whatever. And tomorrow, by the way, a reminder, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be streaming over on the Zeldathon channel doing a Majora's Mask randomizer for the first time ever. Vidya James will be with me to tell me how to not be bad. Looks like we're gonna do a raid on X-Water. He's a very nice fellow who plays Mario. He's playing Mario Sunshine right now, doing damageless Mario Sunshine. So please enjoy that. Send him all sorts of love. Post some MCG booties in his chat. I think he's the type of streamer that will appreciate the smoothness of the MCG booty emote. Oh, actually, he's doing Mario 64 into Sunshine into Galaxy damageless. Crazy. He's trying for like the perfect run. That's crazy. So go hang out with him. Thanks for watching. I will do some more streams on this channel soon. Love you. Bye.